Hey everybody, it's Tyler with Gaia Force Gaming, and I am here bringing you a finals match from our GFG Monday Night Win-A-Mat event. So here we have the finals between Blue Hybrid and Yellow Hybrid. This was the first EX2 finals, first EX2 event in our server, and we did allow mulligans for Ultimate Cup practice. So it looks like Blue Hybrid won the die roll, decides to mulligan. Blue Hybrid is on the left with the Chessmon mat, and Yellow Hybrid is on the right with the True Champs Gaming mat. Oh, no, Yellow did win the dice roll, and he will open with a Zoe, grabbing a Zephyrmon, recovering one. Blue Hybrid opens with a Bokomon, plenty of options here. He does grab one of those Strawbies and a starter deck mat, and then he will evolve to the Strawbie in the back and play that starter deck mat to pass turn. Yellow player will evolve to the Salmon and pass turn with TK, searching his security. He does grab the Rapidmon to recover. The blue player here will draw, and he does go for some chip damage with that Boko, just putting on some early game pressure. Does hit the Cody. So he's going to play now a Sora Joe and another Matt passing turn, giving a lot of memory over, but establishing a lot of tamers as well. So we're going to see the evolution right into that Rapid to kill off the Boko. The Rapid will swing, hit into a Hammer Spark passing turn back to the blue player. But only to one, as he has plenty of tamers, but it's all very source dependent. We're going to see the Howling Memory boost, stunning the Rapidmon and stripping the sources. He is keeping that rookie in the back, just doing some setup. He could take advantage of the slower matchup he's paired against. We're going to see that evolution of that Zephyrmon we saw earlier. Then right into that Jet Sylphie to recover one. After thinking about it, he does swing with a Jet Sylphie, hitting a Boko. Then we're going to see another Cody to pass turn, putting him to 2, but this time he will go all the way up to 6 from the Sora Joe and the 2 starter deck mats. He does promote up that Strabumon. And he evolves into the Kumamon, stripping one source. Drawing a card from Ikaru, goes into the Beowulf for the full 3. And this is actually really strong because he could bounce level 3s as well, which you normally don't see with Beowulf. So he will bounce the Kumon back to bounce the Rapidmon. Stripping the source with Sojo. He does hit the red plugin. Red plugin will let him search top for tamers and bottom deck the rest. And then it adds to hand. Pretty nifty card, kind of cool tech choice. He will pass turn with a Davis, grabbing the Lobomon, it looks like. Or I'm sorry, the Beowulfmon. Misspoke there. And then he still has 2 memory. He will just Tommy to pass turn. Opponent will go to 3 from his TK. And then 5 from the Codys. At some point. Unless he just forgot about his Codys, in which case he won't go to 5. Or we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll say that he activated Codys before TK for some reason. He does play the red plugin to give security plus and swing. Does hit the Azulong on that first check. That is unfortunate. Trying to get some of that pressure back at him. The player on the right does appear to be pretty bricked up at this point. Oh, looks like a blue player had to go deal with some off-camera business for a second, and he's back. We're going to see that Edens draw a card, kill the Beowulf. He does evolve into Strawby in the back. He does have 4 memory to work with this turn. Does play another Davis. What will he opt to grab? I imagine it's going to be the Beowulf because we know he has the Kumamon in his hand. But Korikaku is also a very strong choice as the stun effect is particularly strong in most matchups. He does go for the Korikaku. And he passed his turn with Sora Joe. His opponent continually is now I'm sorry, got caught up there on my words. He is evolving again into the Jet Sophie. Has a lot of security, but blue player has such a huge buildup of tamers here. Another Boko. His security has been very back and forth, the blue hybrid player. He's going to push up that Strabimon and swing, using Sojo to strip sources, of course. Drawing a card for Kiaramon. He does hit a third Cody. I do hope that he remembers to trigger those this upcoming turn, because that is a lot of potential memory. I imagine we're going to see the Korikaku to stun. He is debating what play he should make here on the left. He does evolve the Tommy into the Korikaku. Going to 1, going to 0 with the Beowulf, swinging, returning the Korikaku. Doesn't bounce anything, but we'll give him the Korikaku for a later date. Does hit into that Kazemon. Now we are going to see blue memory boost grabbing another Korikaku. He will go up to 6 from the triple Cody. I'm glad he remembered that turn. Actually, he's in a pretty pickle right now. Like, he's so close to having the aggression he needs to close the game out, but now with double Korikaku in hand, I feel like the blue player can just bide his time pretty well, unless the yellow player hits a rookie, which they don't run that many of in yellow hybrid. Just a 6 or 7 most lists. Again, if you want to see either of these players' deck lists, it is on the most recent Metabyte at the time of the video, the one for the 27th of June. So we're going to see him evolve TK into Zephyrmon. I imagine he should swing over the Strabi just to curb some of this aggression and start answering some of the board, but instead he just puts him to the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, recovering 1. It would have been really nice to see the swing over Strabi there. Blue player here does have quite a lot of advantage built up. He will swing using the Sword of Joe. Does hit in there and die because of the Zephyrmon effect. Also, Jet Sophie's already just the same. Swing again, hitting the boost. Going to Kuma to swing. Hit another boost, another Kuma to swing, and a Korikaku to finish the game. So there is game 1, you guys. Blue Hybrid still doing very similar things to what we've seen in the past. Just a very, very tempo and control oriented game, especially against a slower deck like Yellow Hybrid. It can just potentially just wipe them out in a turn if they have the right build up. So here in going to game 2, I'm curious whether the yellow player will choose to go first or second. They're shuffling up, getting ready for that. Someone in one of the comments below said they would like an overlay of some sort, so it wasn't just a screen cap of Discord. But unfortunately, I am not the most tech savvy person when it comes to video editing. So even just doing the voiceover is a lot for me. I promise, guys, I'm working on it. I'll look into it. I cannot get OBS to work on my computer, so I'm using other methods. But I would love to learn how to do some more video editing to bring you guys better quality stuff. It's all about you guys for me. All right. So now they're drawing their opening hand, resolving mulligans. Looks like he's opting to go second, so the blue player will open with starter deck Matt. Yellow player does have the Salmon in the back to open, and then just a TK. Very strong start, grabbing a Zephyrmon to recover one. We see a Boko coming down, grabbing the Sora Joe, and his choice of one of 3 hybrids, one of each level. I think he does need a rookie, so it would make sense to grab that, but he does opt for the Kumamon instead, putting Innocence Blizzard on the bottom. Innocence Blizzard, just a killer new card in the form of support for Blue Hybrid. Just as a 1 or 2 of. It really accelerates their game plan and is a very value choice. So we do see the Rapidmon coming down, killing the Boko. And then blue player does evolve into that Strawby and play the Tommy to strip the Rapidmon. Yellow player's turn. He goes to 3 from TK. Rapidmon will swing, hitting a Hammer Spark, passing the 2. I think that's first check both games now. Pretty good stuff. And then he will evolve into the Zephyr for 1. And then into the Jet Sylphie for 3. But he will still recover the 1 because there's a hybrid in the sources, even though he didn't get the reduction. Blue player is sitting at 3 memory to work with this turn. Does promote the Strawbymon. Is taking a minute to think over his plays for this turn. Oh, geez, he's really thinking it over here. He does end up playing the Bokomon, going to 0. His picks are Korikaku and Sora Joe. I imagine a Sojo to pass turn. He does go for the chip damage and is not punished. Hits the Patamon, which is 1k in security. Oh, actually, this small misplay. The Patamon would be 3k in security because he did evolve to the Zephyr. Oh no, he did not evolve over a Zoe or hybrid though, so I take that back. Misplay on my brain's part. Does swing and hit into the Zoe, searches security, and chooses not to add one to his hand, whether that be by choice or because he doesn't have one. Who am I to say? And we do see that Sora Joe to pass turn at 4. He does promote up the Patamon. Will we see another Rapidmon? That would be very strong right now. Oh, there it is. So he is going to suspend the Bogomon and then minus 5k the board. Very tempo efficient. Puts the yellow player back in the game, so to speak, from was a pretty behind board state. The Rapidmon will swing into security. He does hit the Tommy, stripping the Rapidmon. That's very strong against the armor mechanic. And also just to make his Sora Joe online. We do see the Jet Sylphie swinging, and it hits another Hammer Spark, passing turn. So with the Sora Joe, that will put him to 3. He will evolve into the Korikaku, stunning the Rapidmon. attacking with the Sora Joe, stunning, stripping the sources with Sora Joe, and stunning with the Tommy Inheritable. Then he's going to play another Sora Joe to pass turn to 3. Yellow player in quite a pickle now that blue has established the blue hybrid setup that we've seen of days past, so to speak. A Salmon will evolve in the back. Yellow really just needs to get some sources under these guys or answer the board in one way or another. But honestly, I imagine blue player has a hybrid or two still in hand, and if he has a Beowulf as well, it's all but over. Yellow player does play out the Cody, and he does go into a Fani. Not a terrible card. He will recover the 1. It is still stunned. And then blue player will go all the way up to 8 from the Sora Joes. We do see the Beowulf for 1. Evolve in the back. He will swing. He will add the Korikaku to hand to bounce the Rapidmon, or at least think about it really hard. I do think he'd prefer to have the card in hand, which means the Rapidmon is bounced, yes. And then, still his turn. Got plenty of memory to work with. He has 7. Does evolve up into the Kumamon. We're going to see a swing for that, hitting yellow memory boost. And he does play the Davis. He will grab the Korikaku off the Davis again to help set up future tempo here. Trying to set up a lethal turn, if at all possible, for next turn, which does look fairly likely. He now has at least 1 hybrid in hand, two hybrid in hands with the Beowulf, and then the Ice Wall comes down just to pass turn, really sealing in. He can only swing, but he'll lose 2 memory. The Cody will put him at 4. He does have the memory boost. Should he want more memory or need it? He does have to answer a couple things on board, though. With only 2 security left, just what's in raising and the 2 in hand does provide lethal if he can't find a way to get rid of his Ophanimon to grant the blue player all this memory. He does use the red plugin. Swing and hit Korikaku. Dies. Oh, man. If he had hit both checks and swung with Salmon, that would have been it. How unfortunate. Very unfortunate. That plugin could have been a really cool. As you guys can see, though, if that had been anything but a 6K or higher Digimon, he would have just been able to hit both checks and win. So that plugin is a pretty spicy card, and it looks like the yellow player does concede here, and that is a 2-0 victory for Blue Hybrid, and he did go undefeated. So check out his deck profile. Lucian is a great player, co-owner of True Champs Games, and they host 2 weekly tournaments a week, I believe, at this point. On their Discord as well for some pretty cool playmats as well. So if you'd like to play in their event, join their Discord and check them out. If you'd like to play in our events, my link is below to join the Discord. Play for some cool playmats of our designs. And yeah, we just love this community, love growing it. Just some banter between the two. It was a really, really fun game. They had a really good time. They hung out for a while and talked. I did speed up this game about 2 times just to keep it pretty condensed for y'all. And thank you all for watching to the end. If you're still here, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so that you get notifications when my videos go live. Other than that, we'll see you around. Love you.